This episode of Planted is brought to you by Pax Labs.
The Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Planted with Sara Pine. I'm Sara Pine, your host, and today I have Shahar Yamay, CEO of Hefestus, on the show. Shahar, I am so excited to talk with you today.
I'm thrilled to be here.
So the first question I always like to ask all my guests is, what was your first cannabis experience?
Wow. I think somewhere Central America. I was 20. I wasn't that young. Yeah, that's the first time.
What was it like?
Horrible. I got knocked very, very, very fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they've got some strong cannabis there.
I think I was so green that was the problem, not the flower.
So I always love to hear people's stories about how they've gotten into this industry. I want to hear about how Hefestus came to be, and also if you could tell our listeners who Hefestus is.
So Hefestus is, first of all, a family-owned business.
Mm-hmm.
My father's here, my brother's here. Our partner is our partners, our family to us. Our employees are family to us. My father is originally from food business, food packaging, and even before I joined, my father got the need from the biggest operator in Israel, which is probably the biggest GMP facility anywhere. Mm-hmm. And he needed a pre-roll machine because he just couldn't get the output that he needed. So we developed the first one 2014. Mm-hmm. And around COVID days, I came to my father and told him, like, listen, Dad, Abba, we just need to start selling it in the States. I was in high-tech back then. And I told him, listen, let me get in, try to do what I think I can do, and let's see. And he said, okay, eventually. Anyway, got to the factory. We just took a corner, painted it white, put the machine over there, and started doing Zooms over COVID days, demos, and that's how we kind of started. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, mainly in the West, in California, Washington, Oregon, and then we, like the industry, we moved slightly to the East every year, grew, got a lot of friends and partners and clients, which we cherish. Mm-hmm. And that's where we are today, kind of. We have some new developments, but I guess we'll talk about it in a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And your name, Hefestus. I know that it's named after a mythological person. So I'd love for our listeners to know what that's about, because I love the name. And when I saw that, I'm a fan of mythology, so I kind of had a feeling.
So it's a funny story, and I'm not sure my father's going to like it that I'm talking about it, but like my mother, who is divorced from my father for a long time, she wanted it to have all the machines to have mythology names. So Hefestus is the craftsmanship god of welding, and so that's Hefestus. And all of our machines in food business are named after Greek gods. So like Hermes, Apollo, all kind of Greek gods. And also the aura, we kind of wanted it to be Greek, but then we just thought, let's use the light aspect of it. So, yeah, that's where it came from.
That's awesome. Craftsmanship. So this year twice, I was a judge for pre-rolls for the California State Fair and also for the Biz Bowl. So I saw a lot of rolls, and I come from plant touching. I was in the dispensaries for many years. When you're looking at what you're doing in craftsmanship, what are some of the most important things that you think that you really address with this market?
I mean, even the way we started building the aura of our machines, we are really trying to mimic what's important in handcrafting. Like, while doing it by hand is by far has more knowledge than what has been done automatically. So we really are trying to mimic the way that we came up with the folding. Our fold came from the clients. I mean, most of the market just wants it folded because it lights better. it smokes better. And that's what we're trying to do. We have some new developments for airflow, because now everything is infused. So we are making sure that you got airflow through the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is super cool. And like no clogging like in the past, which is a big problem in the market right now.
Oh, it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when you have to, and I know it seems like a little thing, but when you open a package of pre-rolls and when you have to kind of roll them between your fingers to kind of make sure everything's evened out, or, you know, you have like pieces of stem in there that poke through the paper, all these different things really change the experience. And it can, you know, in the beginnings of the industry, we used to make jokes about pre-rolls because they were just kind of the odds and ends of everything. You knew somebody who worked at the store in the back was stuffing them. They didn't always burn well, and a lot of times I'd have consumers telling me, I buy them, I end up opening them up and just pouring them into my bowl, and the game has changed so much.
The game has changed, the market has changed, and I think also the fact that the flower, especially when it started in California, which was a very bad year for us, for everyone, I guess. But then maybe the commercial aspect of the market went down a little bit, but the quality went up because flour prices went down. So, and then everyone understood that they need to compete with real flour, top quality, no stems or nothing, in their pre-rolls. And then we started seeing the quality. Another thing is like the amount of SKUs right now.
Yeah.
Like, think about it from our perspective or from our client's perspective. Like, George from Lowell yesterday told me that they have 364 SKUs.
Wow.
And they're like one of the biggest brands, right? Think about how much development went into this. Think about the hassle of producing it.
Right.
So we're also very focused on the versatility. When you're getting your equipment, you want to make sure that in 2 years, when the trend changes, when the brands are changing, you'll be able to keep up and still utilize what you're using today.
Yeah, because when we're looking at this kind of technology, what is the average life cycle?
I have to tell you that we got machines with 10 and even 13 million joints that ran through them from 5 years ago. And I think getting the machine to work is not a problem after 5 years, but the fact that all of us, we're in a very, very young industry and the trends are moving forward and we are obviously evolving. So the newer machines has much more to offer. So that's where your life cycle is gonna end. To produce joints, to produce 1 grammers or half grammers, you can do it with a 5-year-old machine. It's just going to be a bigger hustle than it is today.
Yeah, and when we're looking at the production machines, now, as the market's changed, we have uninfused pre-rolls, we have infused pre-rolls, we have pre-rolls that are hash holes, we have ones that are rolled in keef. It's just getting very, very creative, from the tips to what we're choosing for papers. For a company that's looking to diversify their offerings in pre-rolls and really up their game, what are your thoughts around that?
I think it varies a lot between state to state because trends is very different.
Right.
I do believe that right now the quality is stabilized. So if you're going to infuse with THCA or you're going to distillates or whatever you're going for, just make sure that you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of knowledge, obviously, but I mean, the market has a lot of amazing creative minds that know what they're doing. Dog walkers is controlling the market. If you're looking at it from a per unit perspective. So infused dog walkers are like what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
We got cool SKUs with ceramic tips, with glass tips. A lot of blends is going on right now that we can produce. I would say choose your Pareto and make 2 SKUs for your Pareto, which is like the ongoing pre-rolls. And then choose 2 or 3 SKUs that are the premium ones, like 2-gram blend with cool tip to it. And the coating, I mean, we know a lot of friends from the industry that are doing coding, like automatically. We have a lot of clients and friends that code themselves. I mean, it's you can do everything today.
Right.
That's great. You know what? It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's so creative.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like when people who may be out of the industry may look at these machines and be like, what? But we find this exciting because it's like the creativity that goes behind something like this, to be able to produce so many different products and to be able to do them consistently with consistency is a huge thing. I mean, we're showing like a development of a market like we've never seen before. This time of the year, a lot of us are thinking a little more intentionally about how we relax, unwind, and take care of ourselves. For me, one option I really like is dry herb cannabis, and PAX makes some of the best dry herb vaporizers out there. What I love about dry herb vaping is that you're not burning the flower, you're gently heating it instead. This means fewer combustion byproducts than smoking, and you actually get to taste the plant. The terpene profile, the nuance, the flavor, just the way the grower intended. It's smoother than a joint, there's no hangover, and it feels like a more mindful, better-for-you way to enjoy cannabis. You still get that moment at the end of the day, all the ritual with a cleaner experience. If you're rethinking how you unwind, dry herb might be worth a closer look. Learn more about dry herb vaporizers at PAX.com. PAX products are for adults 21 and older. And just for our listeners, you can use code PLANTED20 for 20% off your purchase at PAX.com for a limited time.
I agree. And you also want to do it right for your clients. Now, everyone's paying top dollars for what they're buying. It's not like there are markets that are cheaper, obviously, but I mean, you want to get the best for your clients. So that's where we thrive, I think.
Yeah, you have to think about the long term. It has to be more about quality rather than quantity, because if you don't invest in what you're using for equipment, you're going to have to replace it sooner than later.
And that goes to the end product as well. Like, we're not selling just ROI. We're selling quality. We're selling the pre-roll that, like the solution that we have here with the airflow mechanism. Now we're selling an upgrade to your dog walkers, the infused dog walkers that's gonna burn to the end. Now, how many infused dog walkers burn to the end today? Not many.
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many at all.
So, yeah. And you know what we enjoy the most of working with our clients in this? Because it's always a joint venture.
Yeah. When people come to you, when your clients come to you and they want to do a new product that maybe you haven't encountered before, how do you feel excited about the challenge? Like, how do you attack a problem like that?
I'm gonna answer honestly. It depends of what's on the table at the moment. I'm gonna do it, but if we are fully packed, then it's gonna be hard. But we're gonna do it. We had an interview yesterday here with one of our clients from the East, Garden Greens, and they asked us to do this specific 2 grammers, regular paper, glass tips with this thing. We did it with them, and it went so well. But that's a cool project. It just needs time. Everything takes time, and everyone has their hustles on their side. So we try to be there for everyone.
What is one of your favorite challenges that you've had?
The auto tube. I mean, we kind of solve the automation behind the pre-rolls, especially with this kind of versatility that we're offering today. And then you got the post-packaging. Now, right now, the market is going either multi-packs or the regular 120 dub tube. That's the main post-packaging for pre-rolls today. And we have this new automation system here that there's a robotic arm taking the pre-rolls one by one, making sure they're in the right way, putting them on a conveyor, puts them in a dub tube, close it with nitrogen or without, seals it, does everything for you, label it,
wow,
QR code, everything A to Z. You just need to bulk feed tubes and cones. That's it.
That makes a huge difference. Because as somebody who's judged competitions, and I've judged flower and I've judged pre-rolls, it's a very different experience. Because when you have flower, it's usually This very carefully jarred. It's kept at a consistent temperature before it gets to the judges. So when you open it, you get the aroma. But a lot of times with the pre-rolls, because there's the processing of the flour, and then how long is it before it actually gets in the container, you sometimes lose a lot of that magic with the terpenes. And to have something that's so perfectly preserved, just like it was made yesterday or, a few hours ago, is a huge difference.
There's a lot of knowledge that is coming from food business. I have to tell you that we are still playing with it. We're playing with the right gases in it. But we're getting there. And people don't realize, but when you grind flour, then the exposure, the amount of oxygen that can get into the particle is like 10 times more than when it's just a flour. So the oxidization, or however you call it in English, is just on steroids. So that's why we're kind of addressing this problem, and we're trying to get it as better as we can. Originally, our company is coming from shelf life boosting in food. So let's see how this year is gonna go. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of that, with your history in that other industry, what teachings have you brought into your work at Hefestus? Because I know it's such an important thing in this whole industry, just the skills that we all bring to the table, especially with a nascent industry that's just growing at an exponential rate.
It's funny that in MJ Bitcoin, you always think about the year and what you bring into the table and everything. So it's a good time to ask this question. I have to tell you, my father is bringing his mind and years of automation that is unparalleled anywhere. I mean, we went to a food expo that a month ago, and he just knows everyone over there. And so he's bringing that. I came from the high tech. I kind of know marketing. I know how American thinks. I know how commercial should look. Tomer is bringing his everything, his energy. So we got a team that just runs together very well, and I can tell you that I'm very proud of the team that we have right now. We got so many talented people that are family to us. That's what we're bringing in.
That's awesome. And as we're seeing, this year, planted, we've been in Barcelona, we've been in Iceland, Copenhagen, France. We're heading to Berlin for ICBC in 2026. The European market is opening up. What are you seeing as opportunities for Hefestus?
Because our technology is focused in pre-rolls, so we're kind of limited. End of the day, the next opportunities, and I'm looking globally, is the bigger markets. Germany, France, Texas, New York is still out there. So I'm looking at Germany mainly. France is becoming a big opportunity right now with CBD. We have some machines over there. The Netherlands is obviously it's there. Switzerland, Austria, but it's gonna take time. I think American cannabis industry thinks it's gonna be so fast, but it's gonna take 4 years, I think, until it's gonna really happen. But it's gonna be interesting.
It is
also spliffs. It's in the Netherlands. It's spliffs. You know what's to automate a 70-30 combination with tobacco and cannabis? It's different.
It is different. Yeah,
that's a cool thing that we've done lately.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. What are some of your favorite collabs? And I know you have a lot of customers and you want to be fair, but
I have to tell you that, I mean, the expansion started with Laurel. So George and Brian, they supported us and they took us with them everywhere. And now we have a lot of friends in the industry, and Ascend and Steezy and all our friends. But I really cherish what Laurel's done for us.
Yeah.
And it really feels like family again.
Yeah, those partnerships are so important. I really feel like, the collaborations that we do in this industry, it really changes what we're going to be seeing in the future. We're really putting an imprint on what people who come after us are going to be doing. When we're looking at, the policies changing and things like that, what are some of the things that you're keeping an eye on, that you're excited about, maybe even some of the things that you're feeling like we need to take action on? And I know I'm asking you a lot, so answer that in any way you like.
I mean, I can you made me thought. I can take it to the full legalization, but I don't know when it's gonna happen and how it will impact all of us. But I think as this industry matures, the post-packaging is gonna be having more regulations, and it's gonna look more like food industry. And I think it's not gonna be only consolidation on the commercial aspect of it, with companies buying each other. There's gonna be a lot of consolidation of the packaging because of regulation in a few years. This is eventually going to give you the smell that you want when you're opening a pop-top with a pre-roll inside. So I think, modified atmosphere packaging is going to be big. And I think I would go this route for us as an automation company. That's what the challenge is going to be looking like in the next few years.
And with all the markets that you're in, and listeners know that this isn't, the different markets are very competitive. So this isn't a knock on who's the best, but it's also around regulatory, like how much creativity you can have in any one area at a time. But at this moment in time, with all the regulations and everything, where are you seeing the greatest creativity?
Wow. You know what? I can't even pull something.
Because I'm wondering if it would be, because we see like California, we have a lot of interesting things, although our market is very challenged right now. New York is coming up with a lot of creativity, especially because they're more centered around small business. So I think with the smaller companies, there's a little bit more room to like be creative, because there's not as much large scale production. Although with large scale production, there's a lot of room for creativity.
Discover the power of Yorma's Choice CBD products. When we chose a sober life, we searched for the best CBD to manage our chronic pain. In Raywood, Kentucky, the home of Bickett and Boone, we found the perfect solution. Yorma's Choice is a range of topicals, tinctures, bath salts, and gummies. Choose Yorma's Choice for pain-free living. Shop now at furpeaceranch.com. FURPEACERANCH.com.
There is the opportunity. I mean, first of all, if you're talking about New York for a second, they only now are getting enough flour to produce.
Right.
So having to be creative under the circumstances of not having flour is hard. Now, those bigger players that have very good creative minds in their teams, so they can take the Pareto and keep producing those half-grammers, dog walkers, and 1-grammers, and then be super creative about what they're doing with the 20% of the SKUs. I can really appreciate clean flour, non-infused, just paper and flour from those smaller niche producers, and we are really like to support them. We see a lot of cool traction in Montana or Minnesota, the flower in Maine. Like, this kind of things really, just me personally, not as a company, me personally, I like this kind of aspects of this kind of businesses. So yeah, that's where I am. That's what I am fond of. Also, I have to tell you, as an Israeli, I mean, the flour is strong enough. The infusions, it's like way too much for me. So I like it clean.
Yeah, I hear that. I have to say, I am a fan of a hash hole. I do like concentrates. And that's a very small part of the market. What we're seeing now, and it makes me really happy to see, is we're seeing lower THC levels, uninfused, a wider spectrum of terpenes and cannabinoids. Like this year at the MJ Bowl and also at the California State Fair, there was a low THC, high THCV pre-roll that actually placed.
Opa.
And it was really exciting to see. And I had so many people who came up to me afterwards and said, I feel so seen, because what we have in the market now often is far too strong for me. And this is such a wonderful experience to be able to enjoy something that's flavorful, that doesn't put me over the edge, and actually can stimulate some creativity, because I feel like we're seeing more people excited about cannabis from a balance and wellness perspective.
I agree. For me, it's mainly in the evening. I'm not a consumer during the day.
Same.
Like, I'm hyperactive. So for me, I just want to be here all the time. Like, and also a cool thing that might be popping, and it's been around, like the hashish. Hashish is now a big thing, I see. So for us, coming from the Middle East, is a big thing always.
Absolutely.
And it's just a cool product. It's gonna be an interesting year.
It is. Yeah, I have a great love for hash, and sometimes I wonder if it's my Persian genetics.
Yeah. You see? That's what I'm talking about. It's just fun. I don't know.
It is fun.
Something with the smoke, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah. And like, we're sitting here, we're at MJ BizCon. All our colleagues are here. It's that one time of year that it's kind of a homecoming in many ways. We catch up with everybody.
It is.
How have you been feeling about the week?
I mean, I am feeling that I'm feeling thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the industry, for the choices that we make, coming in this industry, for the team that I have. And I also have, from our perspective, from the machine manufacturers or from the supporters of the industry, I am a little worried as well. Because there are some trends that are strictly commercial that are going to harm some of the smaller players. So I'm kind of worried for some of my friends. And
would you speak more on that?
Yeah, it seems like to us, or to me, like during this week, I feel like the money is more on the bigger players and the emerging markets. It has been like that for the last 2 or 3 years, but now you can even see it more at MJBs. And the city is packed and almost everyone is here, but it's not as packed as it used to be. So
yeah,
you feel that?
I do. I feel that it's a lot quieter on the floor this year.
Yeah, I don't know. Something need to change, and obviously I'm not talking anything bad about MJBs itself, but just people has less money.
Yeah, no, it's not a reflection on the conference. It's more about what's going on throughout, well, especially in the United States with the industry. And then it seems like we are seeing some people that are coming in from out of the country, but not as much as in other years too. So it seems like there's something that's kind of worldwide that's a little challenging that's going on right now in the industry.
There's no money outside of the States.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and now a lot of people are listening to me. Everyone thinks there's a lot of money out there. Right now, it's not a big thing. I know I'm looking at it from the pre-roll perspective. So maybe for flower and for concentrates, it's a little better. But you guys should be proud of this market. I mean, you have the best flower. You have the best people still in the technology, in the industry. So everyone looking at the States to learn.
Right.
So, I'm telling all my friends in the industry, don't think there's something out there that's going on. It's here. Let's struggle together. Let's make it work. And we're also trying to support as much as we can.
Yeah. In the States here, we have a lot of work to do. We have, I believe, from a policy perspective, if we don't start changing things and creating some more innovation, we're losing a really unique opportunity to lead the market. Because in the beginning, we led just because we were the first in legalization. It was kind of a right time, right place sort of thing. And now, we're having a lot of challenges with normalization. And as somebody who works on policy, there's a lot of stigma still that we have to get through and educating people so that we can actually have a richer industry supporting small businesses, and those small businesses they hire people in their areas, and that money stays there, and that's also what drives a lot of innovation. And as we continue, the consumers are changing. They care about where they get their coffee, their produce. They're really starting to care who they get their cannabis from. Some look at consistency from the larger companies, and they're like, that's a trusted source. They're big, they're well-funded, there's consistency. Other people are more artisan or more activist, where they're like, I want to support small businesses.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody, but I feel like we need to have better policy to really support the economics of this issue.
I agree. I do think that, like, look at other industries. It's always going to be the same curve.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of time, slightly matter of regulations. Exporting is going to be big for you guys. So new money is going to come in from outside. And when you're talking about research, I mean, think about it. This market is English speaking, 250 million plus people. That's why the research and the knowledge always starts here. I mean, it started in Israel.
It did.
Yeah, but
it did.
Then it was here, and the resources here are unlimited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. We
Yeah.
should all smile and make sure we're pushing the boat the right direction. It's gonna go good for everyone.
Well, speaking of next year and innovation, let's talk about some of the things that you're working on that you're excited about.
Wow, got so many things coming.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, it's post packaging is big. We're gonna automate, I think, 80% of the shapes of post packaging for pre-rolls next year, with a lot of robotics, with a lot of automations that we have from food business. Nitro seal and modified atmosphere packaging is a big thing that we're gonna work on this year. We are coming up with a smaller model for smaller operators, like an entry point, which will let them go with us. So
that's smart.
That's gonna be big for us, yeah.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna automate better the blunts that we're doing today. We're gonna address a lot of issues that we believe or we hear from our clients are the things we can get better on.
Yeah. So when I first started in the industry, and I was working in medicinal as an educator, so I was doing a lot of reading of research. And of course, our beloved Dr. Meshulam was somebody who came up, such a approachable, lovely, warm human being.
Yeah.
Israel really has led the way in a lot of the research opportunities. What are you seeing in Israel that's exciting you with innovation, and also what's going on with policy there? If you're in cannabis production and pre-rolls are slowing you down, it's time to level up with the RX by Hefestus. RX pumps out an average of 1,500 premium pre-rolls per hour with just one operator and cuts labor costs by up to 90%. But what really sets Hefestus apart is the precision, giving you a better burn, consistent quality, all backed by hands-on training and 24/7 support, so your operation keeps running strong. Ready to scale production and take your pre-rolls to the next level? Head to hefestus-tech.com and book a demo of the Aura X today.
Unfortunately, what I'm seeing is if I'm worried about some of our friends here, I'm even more worried about our friends in Israel.
Yeah.
Because the industry in Israel is not going to survive. It will survive because people are going to smoke, but it's hard on the producers. Yeah. It looks like, they've allowed importing before they've allowed exporting. Now, why? Why?
Yeah. How does that work with policy with your government?
First of all, you don't have branding in Israel. Almost no branding. You cannot sell. The manufacturing doesn't have branding. So you can sell pre-rolls, but only medicine, only additional, like medicinal.
Yeah.
And the branding is just eliminated. So I don't know, just the market is very slow, and we are a smoky nation. Like, you can see it also in other places, like you can see France or Spain. Those are smoking nations. talking tobacco, but it kind of reflects the where the industry is gonna go. So in Israel, you cannot do even CBD right now.
Yeah.
So
Does that reflect the public perception as well?
I think so. It's all black market. And there is nice culture in Israel. There's a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
But like I said before, because here in the States you have the resources to make the best for the audience. In Israel we don't. We get what we can. And for me, I'm not a big smoker. I told you I'm smoking mainly at night. But people that really like to consume or need to consume or want to consume, they're limited with what they can get.
Yeah. It's interesting to hear that from you. When here, it's like every time anybody talks about having like room to breathe around research and innovation in that area, everybody always sets their sights on Israel. Let's go to Israel and work there because we have the freedom to do the research that we need. But yet from a policy perspective with the population, it's not as available as you would think it would be.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, this work in cannabis around policy has really educated me around how policy in general and public perception intersect.
Yeah, it doesn't. I couldn't agree more. Like, it sounds like it's one thing, but then real time facts, it's very different.
For people who are starting out.
From what?
For entrepreneurs who are starting out in the industry, especially with, needing products like yours, a pre-roll manufacturer who comes to you and wants your advice, what's some of the most important advice that you would give somebody who's entering the industry, wants to be innovative and competitive?
First of all, you don't need to automate if you're not in a place to produce 50,000 joints a month. Because us and our competitors that we cherish, like they're our friends, that's gonna be the same ROI more or less on a single unit. So if you're under 50 or you're at 40, wait a second, think about it. If you have a big investment and you want to conquer, your sales gonna support it, so yeah, we're gonna help you. We're always gonna help you, but it's like that is my suggestion. I do believe that end packaging should be creative. I think that's where you need to invest.
Yeah.
Because if you get the right flower, if you can even buy the right flower and package it the right way, right now marketing is marketing. And if you're creative about it and you're consumer focused, then you're gonna do good. And the quality, when we moved the main of the business from the west to the east, I actually in the beginning saw that the quality on the shelf of pre-rolls, like the actual pre-rolls themselves, the way they were packed is not what you get in California. California, in Arizona, in Washington, you're getting top quality on the shelf. And then when it moved this, it didn't look as well. I have to tell you that right now, everyone has kind of the same quality, but you need to make sure that you're on spot with that. Because right now, everyone's looking to get, the best they can.
Absolutely. What are your hopes for the next year?
My hopes are to grow.
Yeah.
And have fun.
Yeah.
And make sure the team is happy. Make sure the clients are happy. Make sure my family is happy. And I don't know, I'm not gonna go in politics, but peace for everyone. Take it easy. Everyone, take it easy. On the roads, in business, and just take it easy.
Yeah.
Just breathe for a second and take it easy.
I feel that. I feel like, we're all business here during the day in many ways, but it also is that chance that we connect. We all know that, in the greater scheme of things, we are all very much more alike than we could ever know. We all want peace. We all want to be safe. We all want health. We all want our families to be safe. And, we need to lead with love.
Yeah, exactly. I wish love to everyone. That's I'm not very religious, but I really believe that the energy that you bring into the room, like I told you, and congrats about yesterday.
Thank you so much.
Like the
Thank
way you got it, like so. You really I really felt you, and like you're proud of what you're doing. You bring your energy to it, and that's how we should all act. Like bring your energy to the room.
Yeah, well, and I thank you. And part of it is that I'm so inspired by colleagues like you. You know, we're in this together, and I'm really, really looking forward to more of our conversations.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Any last thoughts for our listeners?
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and happy holidays to everyone.
And for people who want to reach out and contact you or follow you on social media, how do they do that?
I hope we've done a good enough job with our marketing so they can find us easily, but it's Hefestus-tech.com. Mm-hmm. And I'm always available. If anyone just want to reach out to me on LinkedIn or something, I'm there.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was
fun.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Until next time, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And everyone, remember, if you like listening, please give us a review, share it with a friend. Let us know what your favorite episodes are. And if you'd like to stay in touch over social media, we are Planted with Sarah Pion on Facebook and Planted with Sarah on Instagram and Twitter. You can also go to our website, www.plantedwithsarah.com, or listen to us on our parent network, Radio Misfits Network, where there are other great podcasts, like one of my favorites, the Winemakers Podcast. So check it out. You can listen to Planted wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, whether that's Pandora, Spotify, Amazon, Google, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn. We are there. So join us. And until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, it's a wild world out there. Be good to one another. Until next time, take care.